The world was changing. Slowly the days darkened and the watchful nights drew in. The darbars that were full of songs and discussions fell silent. Maharajas sat on their thrones enthralled with silver trinkets and golden treasures, forgetting that there was much more to this world besides material wealth. Mighty walls that stood proud protecting those inside from invasion became useless as the warriors within turned on those they were sworn to defend. Brahmins, Pandits and Yogis who would come together and sing the praises of Paramatma have now abandoned their malas and mantras to bicker over whose dharam was greater. The Ghazis who held positions of great power turned their backs on truth and justice, imprisoning innocent victims and setting the real criminals free for gold and riches. The power of Kaljug had grown. The burden of so much sin and corruption weighed heavily upon the earth. The people could not bear it any longer. Over and over again they cried out for help. Hearing these cries, Paramatma answered, "I have sent many great beings to spread Prema Bhakti and establish Dharam, but instead they have forgotten their duties and created their own paths. Prema Bhakti is your only support, and for this reason I, myself, shall manifest into this world and achieve this great task." In the midst of all this turmoil, the prosperous and peaceful city of Rai Boe ki Talvandi flourished. On either side, two mighty rivers flowed, the Ravi and the Chenab. Their ice-cold waters poured down from the Himalayan mountains, bathing the land in a cooling mist. Thick trees with strong roots shot up from the fertile ground. Upon their long and twisted branches, leaves of all shapes and sizes grew. These great canopies in the sky blocked out the blistering sun, offering shade to tired travellers. Early in the morning, parrots sang in the treetops, and peacocks gracefully roamed the forest floor. Far away from the lush forests, in the wide and open plains, wild horses raced one another. Farmers watched over large herds of cows and buffaloes as they grazed in their green fields. At the centre of Rai Boe ki Talvandi, a grand bazaar bustled with life, full of traders, businessmen and those who lived there eager to spend their hard-earned money. Many of the stalls displayed dresses of jade, crimson and violet, brought in from far and distant lands. Local merchants sold fresh fruits, vegetables and ground spices whose smells carried through the narrow streets. Behind the markets, large buildings rose up, where woodworkers carved exquisite furniture, and jewellers crafted gorgeous necklaces and extravagant earrings. Talvandi thrived. The people worked hard and enjoyed the beautiful city they lived in. Not far from the hustle and bustle of the city centre, a proud and spiritual family lived. They were known as the Bedis. They had lived in the city for a very long time and gained a great deal of respect and honour. Kalyan Das Bedi, also known as Mehta Kaluji, spent his mornings in the city working hard as a city accountant. He was employed by his best friend, Rai Boe, who was the local Raja of the city and many other small villages in the surrounding area. After finishing his accounts, Mehta Kaluji would go home to his beloved wife, Mata Tripta Ji, and together they would spend their evenings in devotion to Paramatma. After a few years, the couple desired to have children. Their first child was Nanaki, and she became the joy of the household. It was in this home that Paramatma decided to manifest themselves. Over the next 9 months, Mata Tripta Ji's belly grew in size and she radiated with love. Feeling the power of Paramatma come upon the earth, the land around Talvandi flourished. Flowers sprung up across the streets, spreading their fragrance into each and every home. One cold winter evening, Mata Tripta Ji felt a sense of joy come over her. She knew it was time for her baby to come into this world. Mehta Kalu Ji helped her into their room and called the maids and the midwife, Adhaaiee. The maids arrived, and as they helped Mataji prepare for the arrival of the baby, the room was filled with excitement and bliss. As night came, animals, flowers, and trees bowed their heads in respect towards the house of Mehta Kalu Ji and Mata Tripta Ji, for they knew who was coming. The clouds moved across the night sky, revealing the beautiful stars and a full moon which shone down, illuminating the city of Talvandi. The Devtas celebrated the arrival of Paramatma into the world. They chanted and prayed. Over and over again, the conch horns resounded, and they showered the house of Mehta Kalu Ji and Mata Tripta Ji with beautiful petals. Adhaaiee held the newborn within her arms. 8 dive lamps were lit in the house, but they could not compare from the light radiating from the baby. She was in a state of wonder. She had delivered many babies over the years, but tonight she was surprised to find the baby did not cry. Instead, it came into this world with great laughter and joy. She checked over the baby before carefully handing him over to his mother. "Congratulations, Mataji, you have a healthy and beautiful baby boy." Mata Tripta Ji looked down in awe of her newborn son. Her heart swelled with love and her mind finally felt at peace. She wrapped him up in a warm blanket and held him close, thanking Paramatma for such a great blessing. Adhaaiee left the room and ran towards Mehta Kalu Ji to tell him of the good news. When he heard Mata Tripta Ji had given birth to a baby boy, he was overwhelmed with happiness. Mehta Kalu Ji performed the rituals and celebrations according to the tradition of the Bedis. He bathed in water, and within his heart he thanked Paramatma for a healthy baby boy. In this way, Paramatma, in the form of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, arrived in the house of the Bedis to help the world and show people the true path. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe for more content. To support our work, please donate using the links in the description below. Thank you for watching.